Merry Christmas. I feel like this was a big year for me. I've this Christmas is like the best time of the year for me, always. Not in a sense of like photograph and my work related stuff, but I just love Christmas season. It's actually a time that I love more than my own birthday. I don't know what it is about it. I feel like growing up, I have memories of just all the friends and families getting together and having a nice Christmas dinner. We'll watch football or soccer on Boxing Day, the day after, and it's just always been such a pleasant time. And I feel like if I were to choose out of summer and winter, I think I always preferred winter because during the winter time, I feel like there's so much things that I can do. And I guess you can argue that you could do that during the summertime as well, but I don't know. But I mean, like growing up in the UK, just Christmas time, all the lights light up in London or anywhere really, just made me so heartwarming. But yeah, a lot of gifts, a lot of love, a lot of thanks. So I thought I'll create a video saying thanks to everyone. I know there's not that many people on my YouTube just yet, but yeah, I mean, I think I'm creating type of channel that I'm creating that I've been wanting to create for a while. So I'm very happy about it, and I cannot wait to create all the videos coming in 2025. But just to wrap up this year, I feel like this year was definitely busy for me traveling internationally. I've done a lot of travel internationally. I've been to Switzerland, Italy, Iceland, and Korea as for the first time as a wedding photographer. Before then, I've done a few work, but it was more for corporate job and all the other stuff for weddings, because wedding photography in general in Korea is is a lot cheaper than what people would offer in the US. So I'd never had that opportunity to photograph in Korea, but it was such a beautiful wedding and it was a lot of fun. Italy, I went to the Dolomites for the very first time thanks to Tyler Rye workshop. That was such a fun time. I went there, but I got to connect with so many other clients there as well. So I got to photograph in Venice, and it was a lot of fun. I got to meet some wonderful people there. Always connecting with a lot of photographers. Connecting with photographers is that's another thing that I've been trying a lot this year. I until last year I've had met with a few photographer friends, but I feel like this year was the first year that I really tried to start helping other photographers if I could help them, if they would like my help. Not in a sense that I will coach you to be a better photographer. No, I wasn't trying something like that. I was trying just if they had any kind of question in this industry, that I was open to answering those questions. And I got to connect with so many amazing photographers who who are amazing photographers themselves, but I feel like they just didn't know how to get themselves in this industry, make a living. So that's been definitely very fulfilling, and also the number of photographers friends that I've been gaining in the last few years. I feel like I'm at a safe spot that I can say if I need any kind of help, then I have people that I can ask for, which is very a secure feeling, very assuring, because I always wonder, like I'm by myself and I am definitely getting more photographer working with me as well right now. If something were to happen to me, and if, let's say, for example, I actually just got into an accident last week, and my whole face on this side and my neck right now is in a lot of pain. I got to thinking, like, if that accident was a little bit bigger to the point that, I don't know, maybe I couldn't move, or I had to be in the hospital for a few days or a few weeks, what happens to all my clients? One of the reasons I feel like the wedding photography is so difficult is the amount of risk that gets involved into that wedding, because it's such an important day for the couple and for everyone who's coming to that wedding. So just by me missing out doesn't mean that's not a good reason for them to postpone or or cancel for any reason. I have to follow up with my responsibility in terms of showing up. If I cannot show up, it's always nice to have someone that I can completely trust that they will do a really good job and they will be available on that day is very important. So having enough photographers that I know that I can trust, and having enough number of photographers who will be available, who at least one will be available on that day, is something that makes me that I can relax a little bit more. That I feel like I wouldn't like that. It's not something that I would easily rely on that, but having that safety net it's always very important. Newsletter has been resumed officially. That now I'm at least trying to get the newsletter out at least once a month. With this YouTube channel, with the newsletter, with hopefully this YouTube channel will turn into some of the podcasts as well. Instagram, my website, everything will just sort of work together, and hopefully I'll be able to work with some amazing couples in the future. But yeah, it looks very it looks like it's going to be a very exciting year, 2025. So that's something that I've been looking for. That's something that I'm definitely looking forward to right now. So 2024 was big year. I wouldn't say in terms of the number of couples, just because beginning of the 2024, like the first half of it, wasn't that busy, but just overall, it gave me so much more experience, and I still was able to learn from this whole year. So if you're watching this, if you're someone who were part of my journey this year or any of the last few years, thank you so much. It's the fact that I could do what I love, and I always say this is probably the best job in the world, is that you guys can make my dream come true is something quite amazing. So yeah, I thank you guys, and I hope to connect with more of you next year. But yes, it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, and before I go, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter yet, I'll leave the link down below. You can follow my newsletter. There'll be a lot of information about where I'm going next. So if you are in that area, then I will always love to connect with you. And if you are looking to do some photos in that area, I would love to as well. If you are someone who's looking to get photos done in the future, whether that's for wedding, for engagement session, anything, I offer a lot of exclusive deals on my newsletter as well. So that's a good way for you to kind of get on the good deal, and just kind of letting you know what's happening around Eugene photography. Really, next year I have quite a few trips coming up as well, so I'm quite excited to share all those things. And even if you're not super interested in taking pictures with me, or like you don't need to, like for example, like you don't have wedding or you don't have engagement session, that's fine too. I will share a lot of tips on travels in general as well. As I'm traveling more, I have a lot of experience in travels in general, not from the past, only from the past year, but from living in Europe and living in Asia, or living in the US, being just accustomed to all different type of cultures and different way of doing things. So I will be sharing a lot of those tips on the travels and the tips on the just about anything that's related to travels. So for example, I would love to recommend some of the restaurants in Italy. I'll be in Italy for about a week or two in at the end of May through June. So Yes, I'll be definitely making some videos about Italy during the Jubilee year as well. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So please check that out. Sign up to newsletter. All right, thank you. Bye.